Today we're going to look at weight transfer and how to try and get a better strike. Try and make sure you're not hitting the ground first with your strikes. One of the most common causes I see of people hitting the ground first is by having a very poor weight transfer. If you watch the swing here on the right, what you're going to notice is how my left hip reacts to the yellow line. So two swings here, left and right, yellow line on the left hip on both. If you watch at the hip movement on the downswing on the right hand pitch here, you're going to see that my left hip just spins. That's spinning all my weight behind me and it's starting to spin backwards. It's moving my weight much more onto my right foot. That kind of poor weight transfer is always going to encourage a slightly groundy first hit, so the club's going to bottom out just before the ball, catching what we call a fat or heavy strike. If you watch the picture on the left, what I do is a much more successful weight transfer. So my first movement as I start the downswing is to try and drive my left hip forward, as you can see here. So you can see my left hip is moving forward of that yellow line. As soon as my left hip gets forward of that yellow line, I know my weight's on my front foot. Now I can turn and spin my hips into the ball. That weight transfer just moves the hit up to the ball and beyond, so the club is hitting the ball and then the ground second. Rather on the picture on the right here, because my hips have just spun and not had any intention of going forwards on the downswing, keeps my weight on my back foot, creating a much more of a heavy strike, catching the ground first, and it also can encourage a slice shot as well. So for good weight transfer, try and instigate it next time you're on the practice range by trying to drive your hips forward. Don't let them spin so early, get your weight going through, so get your hips forward of where they began, then turn into the shot. So think about hip transfer, weight transfer through your hips to gain better strikes. Give that a practice, guys. Next time you're on the range, let me know how you get on with that. Get that weight across onto your left foot before you hit the ball. Help improve your golf strikes.